That was weird. Hi guys. We are doing sweet and savory crepes today. That's going to include, I was going to do strawberries and cream, but I think I'm going to do strawberry, banana, blueberry cream. Or maybe blueberries and then strawberries and bananas separately. And eggs and bacon. Let me wash my hands again. The recipe I'm following is just regular crepes out of Better Home's new cookbook. Page 72, under the quick bread section. So this recipe calls for 1.5 cups of milk, a cup of all-purpose flour, and I pre-gathered these ingredients, guys. Come on, who do you think I am? 2 eggs and cooking oil, and I don't have the usual cooking oil that I like to use. Oh, this has roasted garlic in it. I'm not gonna use that. I guess I'll just use extra virgin olive oil because my regular cooking oil's out. But that is 1.5 cups of milk, a cup of all-purpose flour, 2 eggs, a tablespoon of cooking oil. In a bowl, combine milk, flour, eggs, oil, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I didn't list salt, but I have salt. Now, there's like the salt and pepper shaker, and then I also have a big thing of salt, but since it's just half a teaspoon, 1/4 a teaspoon, I'm not gonna bother to measure it right out. Beat with a rotary grater till well mixed. Heat a lightly greased 6-inch skillet. Remove from the heat. Spoon in 2 tablespoons of the batter and lift and tilt the skillet to spread the batter. Okay, so we'll get a bowl and mix all these things. Still granny bowls. I need 1 or 2 of these, so I'll leave these ones out, or these out. Okay, measuring cups. 1 1/4 cups of milk. This takes a cup. The order's not important, just be sure not to spill the milk if you do it first or last, because sometimes when it's last it makes a mess, sometimes when it's first it makes a mess. Liquid in general likes to make messes. That's a 1. And a 1/4. Probably start heating my skillet. I just have a pan, but they call it a skillet. You can rinse this kind if you're going to use it a lot. If you're not, it doesn't matter. That's a liquid measuring cup. Yeah. So then you need a dry measuring cup for the dry stuff. Cup of flour. Open on a fresh bag of flour. I did have to go to the store 3 times to get all these ingredients because I kept forgetting. I'd get I got the cream cheese, but then I forgot the berries. And then after the berries, I forgot the whipped cream. You can make whipped cream pretty easily, but we're just going to mix that because I don't really need it that much. Do I need milk for anything else? Nope. I'm going to put the milk away really quick. fancy one-handed cook thing. I ain't that bougie. Make sure to preferably rinse this or your pan to get egg on you. Because raw egg's not great to have and stuff. If you're just cooking for at home, it's fine to just do a quick rinse of things. If you're cooking for other people, you probably want to do more thorough. But it depends on what you're using too. Eggs, oh, oil, and salt, which they didn't list, but it's okay. It is. Okay, I did the milk, I did the flour, I did the eggs, and then a tablespoon of oil. I have several measuring ingredients, so I'm not going to measure the salt because like a fourth a teaspoon is like a skosh basically. Cooking oil. Hi Sly, how you doing, man? We're making sweet and savory crepes. How you doing today? You got the day off? You on break? It says beat with a rotary grater, but I have no idea what that is, so hand mixed is fine. Or hand beaten, that is. Between rotary and hand beaten, unless it needs to be beaten at like it specifies like super high speeds, typically mixing something like this by hand is fine. So once we get this mixed, it'll be spoon in 2 tablespoons of the batter, but we have to remove that from the heat first, so you want to heat it up and then take it off the heat. And so you lift until the skillet to spread the batter, and then you return to the heat. You run on one side only, or cook on an inverted crepe maker. I don't have that. That's alright, Sly. Thanks so much for stopping in. You know, they say good friends are more loyal than a brother. And my brother never watches my streams. That's okay, because he lives it with me, typically. We're roommates. Wouldn't mind the tab up, but you know. Siblings. Okay, that looks pretty well mixed. You want it to, you want it to be smooth. Appreciate you stopping by to say hello, Sly. So, this is fairly warm. It says lightly greased, but this is actually kind of a lot, so I'm going to dump a little bit out. I'm going to put it in a container so it doesn't mess up my sink. Remove from heat 2 tablespoons. A 1. A 2. That is not a lot of batter for sure. Can be itty bitty crepe. I don't know. Not going to be exactly round. We'll work on that. Well, there's the start of a crepe. Put it back on the heat. So return to heat, brown on one side only. That's going to be itty bitty crepe. We might have to use more batter, I think. I don't want to use big crepes. It says it makes 18, so if we make bigger crepes and make big ones instead of small ones, well, I could use a lot of batter and move it down to 6. Or I could use kind of a lot of batter and move it down to 9, which I think is still plenty, because that's an itty bitty baby crepe. I was going to use this, but wood is probably a bit rough on crepes, so it would rip, I think, just between the oil, the lightness of the crepe, and then the material of the wood. So I'm thinking a plastic one where it's as narrow as possible will do a lot better for lifting the crepe up. Here we go. I don't know how long it's supposed to cook. I've never made this recipe before. Be sure that it doesn't stick in the middle, so then you kind of gotta scooch around it. I like that. That's pretty thin. Let's see if I can flip it. Yeah. Okay, it's not brown on that side. We'll brown the inside then. But it's cooked. It is cooked, ladies and gents. I'll get out a plate to hold these. Or maybe this bowl, actually. This is a cute bowl. Well, both. Why not both? So once we make the crepe, I'll make the filling. And then for sweet filling, it's going to be like fruit and cream. I bought cream cheese for that. And I wonder how warm the cream cheese is supposed to be. Then for the savory, we're going to do eggs and bacon and cheese. Let's see. Sometimes these have recipes on them, this one doesn't. But it's pretty room temp, so I should be able to mix it fairly well. This one's just about cooked up. Have you ever made crepes before? Yeah, sweet and savory crepes, my friend. Want chocolate too? Oh, I could do banana chocolate one. That actually would be really yummy. Just for you, pink runner. It's cooked but not brown, so that's kind of a tester. And then remove from heat. Make sure it's still well greased because you don't want it sticking because that will really mess up your crepes. I'm actually just gonna, avocado oil is better for you than other types of oil because it doesn't like change by being cooked. It stays liquid even after you eat it. Because the reason other oils are bad for you is because once you eat it, then it can, I mean, it's basically, think of bacon grease. Bacon grease, when it's hot or cooking, it's liquid. But then when you put it down, if you put it down your sink, it turns back into a solid. That's the same for your body temperature. Your body temperature is not 120 degrees or however hot these go. I need a bigger scoop. We're gonna do, let's see, 2 tablespoons. We're gonna move it up to a 1/3 cup and see how much that does. So you remove it from heat so then you can spread it around. Yeah, I like that a lot better. And if you get too much batter, it's gonna be a thick crepe. But I mean, then it's just a pancake, so it's not really a problem. How are y'all doing on this fine Sunday morning? So like that. It's not perfectly round. It doesn't need to be. It's a little thick though. Can you get that spread? It can be thick though. Okay, so we'll let that one cook. This stuff, I don't think it should re-solidify, but just really make sure that you get the bottom mixed in. I saw a video the other day. I think it was blue sugar popcorn. And like, it turned out alright. But like, the whole time, when they were mixing in the pan, because it's popcorn, so you know, you got your popcorn kernels, you got your sugar, you got your blue, whatever they used to make it blue. But they didn't mix the middle at all, the entire video. Oh my gosh, I was not the only one who was being driven crazy by this, because they kept mixing and mixing and mixing, and not getting the center. Because they didn't get the center, there was just like this mass of blue directly in the middle. And I think a full third's a bit much for this pan. So we are going to not use a full third. And then for the filling, I think I'll start on a smaller pan with the strawberry. I think will be harder to do. So I think we're going to start mixing the strawberry while that cooks. So for the strawberry filling, we're going to do, also, I use this super fun rainbow pencil. Look at this. It's like the funnest purchase I ever bought. You can kind of see it. It's different colors. So, 2 cups of strawberry, 1/2 cup of sugar, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, which I didn't have any powdered sugar, but if you have regular sugar, you can easily make powdered sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and that is it, unless you want to add any goodies. Now, instead of doing, you know, all strawberries, you can do strawberry blueberry, which is what I'm going to do, but I also might do chocolate banana for one of them. There's a lot of crepes of different kinds, so it's going to take a minute. But we're going to do, I think, strawberry blueberry first, or just like the generic filling, and then you can add the berries and the other flavors after. So just make the cream stuff, which is the cream cheese, the vanilla, the sugar, etc. Make that without any of the berries, any of the bananas, and then when you're ready to actually put it into the grapes, you can add your fruit filling, unless you want it to be the filling itself to be strawberry or banana flavored, then you want to blend it in. If you don't have any powdered sugar, it's easy enough. Oh, did I get that in my mix? No, I didn't. Okay. It's easy enough to make it. I'm making a mess. The way to make powdered sugar is you take real sugar and you throw it in a blender until you have powdered sugar. Guys, this is so fun. I've never made crepes it's been like a super long time. Okay, so combine strawberries and sugar and set aside. Okay, so we'll do the cream cheese first. Banana. I am who you say I think this size should do. It's good to have different size bowls. Do I need to put paper between these when I stack them? Omit salt and add 2 Oh, I didn't add the salt anyway, so let's add the sugar. Well, just leave it neutral. Maybe a little bit of salt. At work, is this open? It is. When we make oatmeal, at work, we add like a tablespoon of salt to like a huge portion of oatmeal. Because otherwise, like sometimes when there's just no salt in something, it's just like you're just missing that, like, this keeps falling, I'm gonna move it, that little bit of something extra. Is the cream cheese, 8 ounces, so just the whole block. Some stores sell them in different portions, so you may have to pay attention to that, but I just bought the 8-ounce cream cheese, and this is the full fat. If you get low fat, it doesn't make an effect, really. You get the skinny version of crepes. Oh, here's my mixer. So, cream cheese. We're just going to take some to mix. Good, that'll be fine. You can use a mixer blender. I have one. It's a pain to clean, so I don't feel like getting it out. That's brown on the one side. It's got the little spots where they're browning. It's super delicate, so it'll be kind of easy for it to tear when you make it up. And you know, if you're looking for aesthetics, you've got to be super careful when you put it together. If you're not really looking for aesthetics and you're just looking for breakfast, it's not as important. Let's see how round we can get this one to be. It's a little better than the last one. Move back this way. Okay. Yeah. It's a face. Call that good. Okay. That was cream cheese, powdered sugar, which was half a cup, which I made. Pardon my reach. I have a Vine mixer, so it's really easy to make this stuff. I was thinking of making something on Tuesday, so if you guys have any suggestions, I am open to suggestions. I'm gonna take this over to the sink and make a big old mess. There we go, half a cup. How much vanilla do I want? Only half a teaspoon? That's not a lot of liquid. Okay, cream cheese, powdered sugar, vanilla. That's all I asked for. It's half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon, guys, is little enough to just guesstimate. That's probably half a teaspoon. If you're not a cook and not good at guesstimating, do get out the half a teaspoon, but I'm not going to. You just mix. Keep an eye on your crepes. If you're not good at multitasking, don't cook while you mix, because they're pretty easy to burn. But if your oil's working well enough, it shouldn't be too much of a problem either. So you want to keep mixing the cream cheese, powdered sugar, and vanilla until smooth. So that's, you know, no big chunks, no patches of dry sugar, no patches of vanilla. It kind of just looks like liquefied butter, which if I'd heated the cream cheese probably would have made it easier. I could make it hot anyways. Might heat it up a bit because it was in the fridge for a little bit. We'll see how this mixes though. No shame in using a microwave when you cook. My best friend Rainey actually in high school had the opposite problem, where her family, because her siblings would frequently accidentally set things on fire, they did not own a microwave. Satisfying odd sound. Yep, so this is not smooth, so I may microwave it just to get it conglomerated together. That's a 40-point word in Scrabble. I am food certified, however, when I cook at home, the crepes I give are a lot less. My hands are clean, bowls are clean, everything's clean. It's just like, if I actually stick my thumb in something, I'll wash my hand, I don't care. Generally, when you cook for others, you want to make sure that, you know, it's well done. You know, you go to your work potluck and you're like, okay, who made this? Because some people make good stuff, some people make sketch food. Just check on this one crepe. Ooh, that's nice. It's almost like a tortilla. Okay, this is like the opposite of, this is like chunky textured pancake batter. This is not exactly smooth. This is still smooth, so we're going to keep mixing. I think I have a smaller whisk. I do. I don't know if the whisk is going to do it. Are we going to try? I have a whisk. A fork is a good alternative. Sometimes things just need that extra mixing, and this whisk ain't doing bad for that. So we're just gonna pull that back out. I don't personally like when I make cookies. On the other hand, I don't care. Yeah, crepes. I don't care to mix a lot of things with whisk, because then it just makes a mess. And look at that. There's like half the batter stuck in it. If you follow or have heard of Uncle Roger, he says, you do not need whisk. Whisk will just F up your drawer. And he's right. It gets in the way. Where did my spray go? I just re-grease it each time to make sure. You like my apron? Thank you. It's double-sided. Look at this. It's double-sided. The other side is zigzags, kind of like how the top is. And then I also have several other aprons. You'll see a different one on Tuesday. Thank you. Oh, yeah, so I forgot to move this from heat. Uncle Roger says, you don't need whisk. It F up your drawer. Use chopsticks instead. I'm not so skilled to be able to just use chopsticks instead on everything. However, chopsticks are a nice alternative because it's easier to be delicate with things. And if you know how to use chopsticks properly, it's a lot more control than a whisk. And it probably doesn't get stuff stuck in it like this. Hey, have you guys ever struggled with chunky cream cheese mix? Because I am right now. to paradise. So we have the regular crepes going. I'm mixing the cream cheese batter. I think I'm honestly gonna heat it up a little bit to see how that mixes a little better, because I don't want to do it right now. Distant fire. Get back in there. Get off that spoon. There we go. Yep. So if the cream cheese is being too chunky, there's no shame in heating it up a little bit to get it to mix. A regular mixer, the one that I used to use right now, also does the trick. But sometimes even using that, again, if it has a whisk mix, if you want to use the other attachment, which I don't know where the other attachments are, but it looks like a giant hook thingamajig. It doesn't take a long time. I did 15 seconds to heat it up. That's so much better. The hook thingamajig over the whisk will do a lot better, because especially for like breads, cookie doughs, again, that's the batter getting stuck in the whisk, which is an absolute pain. But forks are a good alternative. And then this whisk actually is a really nice one. It's a I think a silicone material, silicone plastic. There you go, you can see it now. So the pieces of it can bend a lot easier than a metal one. And also, most mixes tend to not stick to the silicone materials. I followed this cream cheese recipe to a T, but it's just kind of chunky. It said, combine cream cheese, powdered sugar, and vanilla till smooth. Is that like 8 days later? Because I've been mixing this for like 10 minutes. This crepe is nice and brown on the one side. And then you don't even really have to cook the other side. I mean, make sure that it's not just absolute like raw dough. But so long as it's browned on the one side, it's thin enough, unlike pancakes, where you don't have to flip it over unless you feel like it. Let's get the next one going. I'm gonna try this. I know I said 15, but it's still chunky, so we're gonna try another 15. This, yeah, cream cheese, powdered sugar, vanilla. That's like, sorry, that was loud. That's not a lot of liquid, unless the cream cheese is actually like fairly mixable, so it's not gonna do it right now. The other mix that we will do is eggs and bacon bits, and I will make that after I've made this mix. It's quite stubborn. Oh, invert pan over paper towels, remove crepe. Yep, there's no paper towel there, but I guess the first crepe can act as paper towel. It's not really sticking all that much because it's not sticky, which is good. You don't want your crepes to be sticky. If your crepes are sticky, you might want to start over or add something to make them less sticky. Let's see. It'd probably just be an oil problem if you didn't put oil in the batter, or if you forgot to put it in the pan. Oil should fix it. Oil's like duct tape's opposite. Duct tape fixes everything when you're putting stuff together. Oil loosens just about anything when you're taking stuff apart. Is this? It smells good. It's just chunky. A lot smoother than before. It's like mixing this. This is alive, so there ain't no stop and mix it for 25 minutes and come back. This is, I'm mixing it for 25 minutes while I'm doing everything else. Rinse my hands because I got batter on them again. At my workplace, a lot of the times for breakfast we do fun things. Like, I mean, of course we try to offer healthy breakfast, so we have like healthy breakfast bars, proper breakfast sandwiches with meat, eggs, cheese. We do pancakes every once in a while, but we don't have a proper griddle to make 500 pancakes. So on pancake day, like 5 of us are making pancakes on these 2 tiny grills that we have. But a lot of the times we pre-buy donuts because we don't have our own fryer. So we pre-buy donuts. Let's mix it a little butter. It's not quite smooth yet. We pre-buy donuts and then we make the glaze. And making glaze makes such a mess. It don't matter like how clean you try to be, what you try to do. It just makes a mess. And then, ooh, this looks done. Yeah, this thing's a little more pancakey, not gonna lie. Yeah, that one was a thick boy. That's okay, most of them are turning out. So we do the donuts, we make the glaze, and it's just absolute chaotic mess all the time. Like, I can't even. But we also do parfaits, which are pretty nice, and we do a nice low-fat or non-fat yogurt, like I think Greek yogurt style, with a berry mix layered in, a layer of granola in the middle, more yogurt, some more fruit, and then, come on, you can do it, you can do it. A really delicious whipped cream to top it off. Have y'all ever made your own parfaits? Because they're pretty easy. I did fruit salad a little while, but I didn't save the video. I think heating this is really helping, actually. Like I said, I haven't made this in a minute, so we're going to heat it for another minute. And it's fine that the cream is hot, because you'd rather it be smooth so it can go nicely into your crepe over it being chunky. Though it's actually not too bad, it's just a thick crepe. But it's not actually like pancake thickness. Pancake thickness, you know, excuse me. Pancake thickness, you wait for it to bubble up, and it's also, you know, like that thick, whereas crepes are about that thin. Like, oh, that just tore because it's so thin. Have you guys ever watched the movie Julia and Julia from, I think it's on Netflix? It's about a girl who goes on a journey of, she takes a famous Julia's cookbook and cooks at it for every single day till she completes the cookbook, and it's literally like a year long. And I mean, we're talking gourmet meals every day, and we're not gourmet meals like delicious desserts, appetizers, breads, what are other words that are baking stuff, candies, cakes, you know, the whole shebang. And she does it for like a whole year, and she blogs about it every day. And I mean, this recipe book is so vigorous, it's to the point that this Julia doesn't even, she doesn't even go to work. The only thing she does is cook and bake. And then she wants to meet the famous Julia because she's like, I completed your cookbook within a year, which is what your cookbook said to do. And at first, she doesn't really want to meet her. She's busy doing like classes and stuff, but I think I'm gonna not spoil it. Go watch it. Pretty good, cute movie about cooking. I mean, there's lots of baking and cooking shows out there, you know, professional ones, so there's a lot of competition, but it's a really good movie. Okay, that's about as smooth as I'm gonna bother to make it, because it's just not wanting to do its thing. But this one, it's nice and golden on the one side. Let it go for a little longer. Y'all drinking your coffee today? I got a pumpkin doodle from Sunshine Espresso. Cute little logo, Sunshine Espresso. I have no idea what's in it except probably milk and pumpkin and some sort of, I'm thinking doodle, so it's probably the equivalent of what they put in snickerdoodles on the exterior, where it's just like a little bit of tartar powder, cinnamon, and other mixed spices. Okay, so this is good. It's said to coat the berries in sugar, so I need to prep the strawberries. These eggs I will need for later. Over here. This is that batter. There's there. Here, sorry, there's stuff right there. So, blueberries, you can rinse in the thing, unless you see a moldy one, pick it out. Nice little rinse. Let the water drain out. Unless you want to get water all over your floor. I hate wet socks myself. You do whole strawberries or really slice them up well. That's your decision. I typically at least take the tops off and take out the bad ones. Batteries, my batteries. Nice little cutting board. I'll use this one. Nice and golden. Oh. So to remove from heat, unlike when I forgot that one time, it turned out kind of thick. Listen to music, so don't mind me. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Cover that one spot. Cover that one spot. It didn't do it. That's fine. Chopping nice and clean. There's specific tools that scoop out just the green. I just chop off the top. Ain't nobody got time for that. At least I don't. It's hungry. It's done. And it depends, this cut that has white, so I went ahead and cut off more than less, but sometimes you want to just get the very top to reserve the berry. Cut off the bad spots. Strawberries are pretty easy prep. Grapes can be finicky depending on where you work or what you're doing. Some people will be like, oh, you didn't wash the grapes properly. My boss. But listen, I know how to not poison children. I've worked in a kitchen for like 6 years throughout my many years of working. That's a gross one. No matter how tightly bound grapes are going to be, they ain't going to poison nobody. Because the pesticides, whether you go to the store, the average person does not even rinse their fruit at all. So they're not going to put pesticides that are going to poison you and kill you if you forgot to rinse one spot. But respectfully, it is better to rinse them in case other things I watched this episode of House the other day, and it was like this kid had bought some brand new jeans and he didn't wash them before wearing them, which, some people do that. But what he failed to mention to his family is that he bought it out of the back of somebody's truck. And the back of that person's truck, that's a gross spot, had been exposed to bad, unhealthy pesticides. And so he absorbed them through his skin, and this kid almost died because they couldn't figure out where he'd been poisoned. And a kid from the same school, but completely different building, had also bought a pair of pants from that truck. Parents also didn't know where he got the pants, except that he didn't wash them before wearing them, so he came in poisoned as well. And the whole episode, they're just like, where did they get poisoned? They check their house to see if they wore the same deodorant, same soap, same laundry soap, all that shebang. And nothing matched except for, it was like detective work, honestly, almost as good as Monk or Sherlock Holmes, that they rode the same bus. And the bus had passed by a place, the bus stop had passed by a spot where they sprayed for pesticides. However, this one's kind of thick. Everybody else on the bus was fine. So it was buying the pants out of the back of some random person's truck that got them sick. Strawberries are good. Blueberries I'm going to leave home. Well, that's still cooking. We're still making a couple more crepes. I think I'm going to fill up the sweet ones to cook in the savory mix. I'm gonna do, I don't know if I want to do chocolate, honestly. So, you got your crepe. I don't think it specifies if you want the brown side out or in. I think out because it's going to be the harder side. So, take a little bit of this mix, delicious stuff. I didn't sugar the berries actually, so I'm going to do that really quick. Another bowl. Can I do it? Can I do it? Boom. Didn't spill a single berry. Let's go. Nope, I spilled 3.
Now what?
Yes, all the blueberries. And you can put the berries just on the inside, on the top. Oh, my berries! And you promised me sugar. I think it said a measurement. It was a half a cup. Kind of a lot. I don't know how many tablespoons equals a cup. I'm just throwing sugar places. Considering I only use powdered sugar elsewhere, I think it's fine. Probably would improve this mix actually. Had a spoon. Where did it go? And I think this one's done. Survey says. Oh yeah, that one's actually quite crisp. Yes, my brother.
Are you still recording?
I am. Well, what's up?
Come here. You need to see this.
Wait. Let me put this on. What is it?
Okay.
Is it funny?
It is funny.
Is it a meme?
No.
What is it?
It's funny. It's definitely worth it. I got glue.
Can I look at it later?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Mix the berries with the sugar. I said 2 cups of berries, but it's however much berries you really want to do. It doesn't have to be exact.
Julie's using the kitchen though.
I'm almost done. Spread the mix. I think it said, I didn't write it down. So, add the berries. Some blueberries in there. Get a nice little roll.
Oh no!
Tuck it like a burrito. You can do the ends or not. That's up to you. Ooh, this one's kind of brittle. I'm gonna let that one sit for a minute. Let's flip it. If you, the ones on the bottom will be the most moist because it's the moisture trapped from the other ones. This one kind of got folded over, so it's a little bit messed up. And then you're just folding and mixing the crepes. Having made this the first time in a while, it does take longer for me to do this versus pancakes. But honestly, once you learn how to do it, the little bit of oils, the fine tuning of it, it doesn't take that long compared to pancakes. It just feels and sounds fancier. But this one's little. Get in there. Get in there. There we have our sweet crepes. I just use up all this berry mix. I think I'm gonna wait on the bananas. Maybe I'll just top it with some bananas and strawberries. And then start making on the savory mix. Savory crepes, similar concept, different filling. You know you're worth and God, get what you're worth. This one's, I don't think I want to put anything in that one. This one still needs to sit a little longer. Ah, magnificent. I'm going to use a different pan for the savory filling. Are there certain savory fillings that y'all like? I'm doing eggs and bacon, and here's my other small pan. This'll do. Really small compared to, well, not that small I guess, but it feels small. So you want to preheat your pan. Oh, that's plenty. I forgot to take it off the heat. Yeah, that first small one was so small, I was like, no way. So the recipe that I'm making it off of is supposed to make 18, but that's like this big of crepes, which is like, it will hold like a single strawberry slice and a dot of frosting or filling. So I decided to just up the size on that. Let's throw in a banana. Somebody told me the proper way to open a banana is you just eat it, and that doesn't always work. You can make it as thick or thin as you like. I don't recommend using a sharp knife because if you poke yourself, it's not going to be a good day. I cut myself cutting pineapple once, and that was a big bad boy knife, and it bled a lot. I did not need stitches, but it was still no bueno. No bueno, not fun. I think I'm going to do savory for the rest because we only have a couple left. So, slap this stuff on top instead of a cream. When I hear your name, just sounds like ooh. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. I should have bought you flowers and held your hand. You're all my hours. When I hit the chance, take it to every party, 'cause all you wanted to do was fruit. That's actually going to be a lot. But look at this bad boy. Oh yes, thanks for following. Oh, I dropped a banana. Sun-made. Sweet crepes. And let's check on this one. It looks almost done. Yep, golden on the one side. We're going to make the savory filling. That's hot. So, savory filling, I'm going to do basic. I need to put some of this stuff away. That's good. That's good. This can move. Basic savory filling is cheese, eggs, bacon. You can also do salsa. I might do salsa. Let me see. I think I need to shred some cheese. Yeah, I'll just shred. Ooh. Guys, do we want extra sharp or medium white cheddar? That is the question. This is salsa. I got medium. I prefer mild because I'm a baby when it comes to heat. But We're gonna do extra sharp. That sounds really good. Alrighty. Oh, cinnamon, guys. Cinnamon to top it off. I forgot I had this out. You don't have to add cinnamon, but I am. Get bougie with it. Do the little arm thing. Okay. Do I still have that knife out? I think I do. Good. Rinse the knife and reuse your utensils. Or just get a fresh one. I'm just going to reuse this one. If you're careful, you don't even need a cutting board. Just open it up. You got cheese. Look, cheddar. Favorite cheddar. The best in my opinion. A big old hunk of cheese.
That is funny.
If you want more, so this has several different types of cheese. You can do big old slices of cheese for lasagna or for sandwiches. Basic shredded. This is like tiny shredded, and then this one's kind of small as well. It's also really hard to look at that mess. Most of that cheese is just stuck in there. Now, you can add in the cheese, the salsa separate from the eggs, and let the eggs cook first. I forgot to put my next crepe on. A little bit of oil. This crepe recipe is just the one that just keeps on giving. I'm like, am I done making crepes yet? Like the actual physical, you know, this kind? No, still got probably 4 more. It says 8 eggs for the filling, but that is just like do the ratio to how much crepes and filling you want. If you're not going to eat a billion meat crepes, then don't make 8 cups worth, because that's a lot. I'll probably do, what I say with how many crepes I have, I'll try 3, because I'm also doing bacon with it, and see how far that gets me. Make sure I get the cheese out of there. That's probably enough cheese. I shall bag up the block of cheese afterwards. Y'all don't gotta stay for the cleanup. That's just gonna be me. Okay. Eggs. We have our cheese. I'm going to add eggs right to it. Can I do it? Probably not. Not the way it's cracked right now, actually. A 1. A 2. A 3. That's probably enough for me. You can have milk if you want like more of a scramble style, but it depends on what kind of eggs you want to do. I could do a Scotia egg milk. Actually, I think I only have it anyways. Plus, it'll stand out from the crepes better. See? Scotia milk. Done with the eggs. Cheese. It was eggs, cheese, bacon crumbles. I have actual crumbles and not bits. I might just finish off this bag. Bacon. Oh yes. Y'all like bacon? I quite enjoy it. Turn that down, I think. I need to re-oil that actually. Nice and quick mix. I'm gonna re-oil this because it looks kind of dry. Maybe it just gathered in one spot actually. Oh my god, that sounded hot. This whole pan's giving off kind of smoky vibes. I don't like that. I'll have the salsa, I think, after the fact, like at the top. Looking for my, this kind, spatula. So, I was told by a French cook, technically, proper scrambled eggs is wet scrambled eggs. Because if you cook it all the way through to where it's not wet anymore, it's technically too dry for a scramble. And I tell them, I don't care, I'm going to do what I want. And if I ever go to a French cafe, I'll know what to expect, that they serve wet scrambled eggs. So it's kind of like the fluffiness and the whiteness. Like the milk in the white is what I mean. The fluffiness is kept by not being overcooked, because then once it's dry, it's considered overcooked. But if you're putting it in crepes anyways, it don't matter. Let's wait for more crepes. Ooh, that one's nice and brown. Look at this bad boy. Yeah, it's like the most goldy brown one I've done, I think. Fresh spoon. You guys know how many spoons I've used today? Not too many, that's how many. I usually do like a one pan, one utensil meal. That is not the case today. Nice little salsa bed. Doesn't need to be a lot at all. This is for the crepes, and I still am making crepes, guys. I'm actually ready for this to be enough crepes. It's the recipe that keeps on giving. Forgot to remove it from heat. You licked it, and it's fine. I felt so blessed this morning. I went to the store, and the lady at the Thriftway, she was like, "You look really nice today." And I was like, "Thank you." It's just unexpected. But it made my day, you know? Little things like that, little pieces of kindness, can make a person's day real easy. This is meant to be kind of a lighter, like crepes are not, you know, heavy like pancakes, so it's meant to be, you know, not like a burrito where it's super full. Although, if you want it to be, it can be. It just depends on your style. For me, I'm going to make them lighter since I have fruit ones as well. And the fruit ones are pretty heavy with how much cream I put on them, so I'll just make these a little lighter, and plus I have a bajillion left. I could make more eggs if needed. I think I will make more eggs, in fact. Although that's a lot. Go back in the pan. Yep. Another delicious crepe to make is Nutella and bananas. I don't know if I have Nutella, but I might do banana ones sometime. That's basically the same concept, different filling. Something I like about crepes is that they're super diverse in how they, that's a lot of salsa, in how they can be prepared. Because with the sweet, you know, there's so many options. I mean, you got cream cheese, you can make a filling, there's Nutella, you could do peanut butter, chocolate, sauce. I worked at the state fair this summer, kind of fall-ish time, and they probably had like 20 different types of crepes that you could pick from, and oh my gosh, they looked amazing. I should have shredded more cheese. I didn't put the cheese away yet. I could shred more cheese. That'd be great, I think. So, a little bit of salsa, a little bit of love, a little bit of salsa. We're going to top it, I think, with salsa and cheese. That'll be delicious. me away from all. 4 little happy savory crepes. Oh, that one's a little crisp. Lost boys like me. If it's too crisp, you can make that the inside in case it's gonna crack. Last crepe, guys, let's make it a good one. Lost boys like me are free. You want some crepes?
No, I'm good.
This one's not gonna have the most filling, I think. Maybe we'll just make the last one a cheese one, I don't know. It wouldn't be bad. Cheese and parsley or seasoning or something. Ta-da! Let's shred some cheese to put over the top. Reality. Gonna make cheese was slippery. My hand's wet. You could do a cheese sauce if you want to be fancy. Put veggies in it. Well, if you guys have had crepes or if you really enjoy them, let me know what your favorite kind is. Maybe we'll make them next time. Oh, the confidence was there. The spatula was not. There you have it. Savory crepes. And sweet. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I don't think I can type on here, so as much as I'd like to raid out, I'm just gonna end there. If you like the video, you can follow if you like, or go check out my other socials. See you guys Tuesday, if not sooner.